Hello everybody, it's the 13th of August 2015, it's Dan here from Essex, United Kingdom. Now as you know, I like to try to grow things in the UK, things that are a little bit different. Now and what I'm going to have a go at next year is I'm going to try to produce some bananas. Now I may be making myself sound like a bit of an idiot here, but I've done some research and apparently somebody in Ardleigh, which is in Essex, has been able to produce some bananas in their garden outside due to the high humidity levels in June. So, I have a banana plant here. Now, I've been given this plant. This was a friend of mine has a rather large established banana plant that he has growing outside, and this was I suppose you could call it a sucker. You can see this plant is also starting to produce one here, so I'll probably take this up when it's bigger. But this is allegedly a Japanese variety. I don't know the name. I know there are several Japanese varieties, and the beauty of these is although they will die back in the winter with the cold weather, they don't die off, provided the root doesn't freeze. So it's quite a nice looking plant. You may have seen it in some of my videos before. I've never actually individually featured it. So it's in a 35-litre pot. It's a rather large pot, the biggest pot I've got. I'm not prepared to put it in the ground in this polytunnel because I want to use the polytunnel for producing stuff that's, more than likely will actually get something to eat. So in this pot, I've got the usual mix that I use. I've got a lot of horse manure in there, in particular, good quality worm compost and some organic potting compost, fish blood and bone as well, and calcified seaweed, all of which are very nutritious, will hold water well, and will be hopefully suitable for growing these bananas. Now, I have seen banana trees in greenhouses in the UK. Obviously, they've got them at Kew Gardens and they produce bananas there, but they are in a greenhouse all year, which simulates tropical conditions. So that's, of course, why they manage to get bananas. And also in my time I've spent in a tropical land, I have seen bananas growing wild there as well, and the trees really do get huge and they look quite majestic, I think. So I'd like to have a go at growing them in the UK. Now if you have a look on the internet and you put in bananas grown in Ardleigh, Ardleigh, if you put that in, you will see that someone managed to produce some bananas in a domestic garden, not in a greenhouse, in Essex, UK. So I thought that was quite impressive, and I've found it quite inspiring that I may, who knows, be able to do the same. I'm going to keep this banana tree in this tunnel as of now. Now, of course, we're getting relatively late in the season, and winter and autumn stroke winter will not be far off. So it's just going to stay in here, and hopefully the temperatures in this polytunnel next year will warm up relatively quickly with a little bit of sunshine we get early in the year, and then it will start to grow again. It will probably die back before then. So yeah, that's what I want to have a go at, producing some bananas. So we will see. Hopefully it will happen. It may not. If there's anyone that can give me a little bit of advice, I believe it's about 18 months, isn't it, between setting a plant and it producing bananas in a tropical land, something like that. And interestingly, I also have here, this here is an avocado. Once again, I don't know what variety it is. Another friend grew this from an avocado from one bought in a supermarket, which I thought was quite interesting. She grew it originally in a glass, just with the water, and then I put it in here. I thought it had died, but it's done quite well. Now, last winter, I didn't make any real efforts to protect it. All I did was put it in a garage. It was certainly very cold, and it did. Some of the leaves got a little bit of frostbite, but it didn't die. It didn't grow, but it didn't die, so I was quite happy with that. And it's still alive now. So I'm going to leave it in this polytunnel, and hopefully this will continue to grow. I need to put it in a bigger pot. I don't know if there's anyone listening to this who's been able to grow avocados in the UK, but would be a nice thing to have a go at, wouldn't it? Okay, so if there's anyone out there that can give me a bit of advice, please, on producing bananas and avocados in the UK, which, as you know, we don't generally grow these things here. But anyone that knows anything, please let me know. And you know, I'm going to continually blog the progress of this project. Obviously, nothing will happen now, probably till next year. But I want to try these things, and I'm hoping for some success. Okay, we'll speak soon, and enjoy the relatively warm weather.